kind of literally kind of bubbling with joy.
Such an intense emotional experience.
It's life enhancing, you know. It's music that you can listen to and the world is immediately a better place, you know.
It's the sort of thing that draws you in, and it's just very compelling music.
As a sort of unit, it's an incredible compendium of the styles that he was sort of a master of by that point in his career. It's amazing sort of dance-like music. I mean, it's a religious piece, obviously, but it's the idea of the secular and the religious being much closer together, I think, applies because in that age, because there's incredible dance-like music and a lot of very sensual music. There's a Song of Songs setting, which is incredibly sort of sultry, I suppose. The duet for two sopranos, which is kind of, if you know, musical porn, if you like. It's very sort of explicit in that sense, as far as music of that time could be explicit. It's amazingly graphic. I mean, there's wonderful sounds. There's the sound of the sackbuts and cornets, which is a kind of fantastically evocative colour, and the violins, you know, the violins of that period, which is a kind of, again, slightly different from the violin sound one might be accustomed to. It's set in a way that everyone's sort of at their edge, you know, everyone's at so that it's quite an exciting sound, I think.
As a violinist, the interesting thing is that you hardly play for the whole first half, at least in the version we do. In some versions, there's a certain amount of instrumental doubling of the vocal pieces, but in this version, we play the opening number, which evokes tremendous sort of colour, pageantry, sense of occasion. It's just one of the most arresting beginnings to a piece, and it is one of those sort of, you know, sends shivers down the spine kind of pieces always for me. And the second half, suddenly we're kind of full on playing and start with our first big piece after the interval is the sonata, which is just one of the most incredible pieces, I think, ever written. This intricate writing, contrapuntal writing for the string group and the brass group, playing together, playing opposite each other, imitating each other. Long episode, just two solo violins in the middle, and then on top of that, the plain chant, the cantus firmus of the sopranos singing.
There are, I think, 30. Well, there's 12 sort of pieces, psalms and motets, and then the Magnificat is the sort of the big finish, as it were. And there's an amazing variety of styles, amazing variety of textures and feelings, based around basically very small cells of music, which is the plain song setting of the Vespers. So, you know, you've got da 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 da, and then that's a whole 10 minutes of music is based on that, which sounds horrifically boring and is never anything other than terrifically exciting, because he can do so much with so little, like all the great composers.